Hey everybody, Rick here with Game Trade Media. We're still here at PAX Unplugged and we're live on the showroom floor. We've got Patrick Leader from Leader Games to talk to us about Root.
Yes, so this is Root. Much in the tradition of Leader Games, we're doing only asymmetric games so far. So like Vast, Root is an asymmetric, but instead of being about fighting in a dungeon, we're now presenting an area control game.
Okay.
So the players are fighting for control of this forest on this map. This isn't the final map. We're going to go ahead and do one more revision of this map before we release it. Each of these clearings represents a place you can control during the game,
all right,
as well as the keep up here. The Marquise, let me see if I can get that in shot. The Marquise de Cat has taken control of the forest. Yes, thank you. She earns points by building her structures on the board, and she has to play a bit of a war game with the other players.
Okay.
The next player, the Old Eerie, has returned to the forest. They're a race of hawk people. They've returned to the forest. They have a very unstable government. They have to keep conquering at every turn. If they slow down any one turn, their government falls apart and they have to start up again.
Wow.
They get points every turn for controlling places on the map. The Woodland Alliance is leading all the other races in a kind of a uprising against the Old Eerie Order and against the Marquise. They're running little conspiracies throughout the board, and so they're gathering support and running these little revolts against the others to score points. And then finally, we have the Troublemaker, the Vagabond, who's a raccoon. If you back the Kickstarter, you get a bunch of other options for what your Vagabond will be, and they all play a little bit differently. The Vagabond is developing relations with the other players and controlling the other players to manipulate them to score points that way.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Very cool.
In addition to scoring points to win, there are other victory conditions in the deck you can play to replace your victory condition. If you feel that you're behind, you can go for a sudden death victory.
Okay.
So it's designed by Cole Worley. He works for me now. He designed PAX Premiere and Infamous Traffic. So he's been kind of hard in the war game, and now this is a little bit lighter approach to his war games. Yeah.
Very cool.
So yeah.
And this is currently live on Kickstarter.
This is currently live on Kickstarter. It is ending Tuesday night at 6 or 7 Central Time. I'll unfortunately be on the road probably for that, so we'll see how that goes.
All right. That's no problem. So if you're watching this out there in the interwebs on Facebook, please go check it out. Kickstarter, it's Root, a game of woodland might and right.
Right, yes.
That's pretty cool.
If you back now, you get a free expansion. It'll have a 5th faction, the Otters, who control the game through trade.
Okay.
And it is looking like the 6th faction will be unlocked during the campaign at $450,000.
That's awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
Now, after this is all, the Kickstarter is all taken care of and all the backers are taken care of, when do you expect to maybe see this in retail locations?
Oh yeah, so I will. I'm going to take first crack at it at Gen Con.
All right.
And then I will start selling to distributors.
Perfect.
I now have a staff, unlike my other Kickstarters. I now have people working for me, and so it's much easier for me to stay on time and get a project delivered. So,
perfect. That's awesome. Well, thank you very much, Patrick, for showing us this. Everybody out there, if you haven't heard of Leader Games, you need to go check out their Facebook and their website. What is the website for that?
Leadergames.com, LEDER, games.com.
Perfect.
We will also be shipping Vast, the Fearsome Foes, which is the first expansion for Vast, the Crystal Caverns, to distributors in February.
Nice.
And the miniatures for Vast, the Crystal Caverns will also be coming out in February.
Wow, that's a lot of good stuff coming out of your whole library there. It's ridiculous. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Very cool. Also, we'd like to say thank you to Carolina Game Tables for letting us use this amazing streamer all weekend long here at PAX Unplugged. So if you are not here, you are missing out on getting to see this amazing table, but you can check out all their product at carolinagametable.com or on their Facebook page and all other social media platforms. And finally, we do have here this contest. We'll mention it again. If you stop by booth 203 here at PAX Unplugged, you can pick up a card. It has a QR code and a URL, so you can go follow all the instructions to enter and get all sorts of entries into this big prize package that we're giving away, announcing on Wednesday. So check that out. Now, last thing.
Yes.
Patrick, what booth are you at?
1248.
1248. So if you are here and you're watching this, check out Leader Games.
Leader Games.
At 1248.
1248. We'll be doing demos of Root, which have been very popular, and we'll be doing demos of Faster Crystal Caverns all day.
All right. There you have it, everybody. We'll be back real soon with some more amazing content. Stay tuned.
Don't forget to subscribe to Game Trade Media, leave a like, and comment on what videos you'd like to see next.